How you guys doing? Well, it's deer hunting season, but this is not a deer. This is our first harvested goat. And it's really windy out here today. I cannot find my microphone. I apologize. This is not going to be a goat butchering video to show you that we are going to attempt to can this whole goat. We have never had goat. We have never had goat. And here I am going to make a bunch of soups and stuff. So you're asking, why are you canning a whole goat? Well, folks, we got 3 freezers. Here's one. The stand-up is our beef freezer and our pork freezer. They're full. This is our chicken freezer. It's full. I've been wanting to, since last year, go with deer hunting. I wanted to be able to I wanted to be able to get a deer and just can the whole thing. I mean, I just thought that would be totally awesome. But anyways, that's why we're canning this, because, I mean, 3 freezers, that's ridiculous. That's really ridiculous. Anyways, that's why we're canning. And we got so many goats. We've let our goats get out of control. And so I don't want to feed them all winter. The ones that we don't have to feed all winter, I don't want to feed all winter. So that's that. I think most of what we're going to try and do is do a chili, do some beef stew with goat, and then also just cube up meat and just can the meat good. So I think we're going to try and cube up a bunch. Here, I'll get a hanging weight off this thing in just a minute. Yeah, I have no idea what's going to happen today and how much videoing I'll actually do, but you're more than welcome to come hang out. If the little luggage scale thing that we have is correct, it's about 60 pounds. In between 55, 60 pounds. And we'll see what that breaks down into. I mean, if I end up now with a lot, maybe there's not as much here as I think there is. If I just end up with a bunch of soup, I mean, that's awesome. I think some of this backstrap I am gonna try and fry up a little bit tonight, because we have never had goat. We have never had goat, and here I am gonna make a bunch of soups and stuff. So I'll eat about anything, though. I really don't care. I will eat about anything. So, anyways, I'm gonna start getting this thing. I'm gonna get it hung. This is one of our bigger goats here. The next goat I have to do, whether it be this weekend or next or whatever, is a really small one, and that guy will be really small. Wow, guys, I got that goat inside just in time. It's nasty. I don't know, is that rain or is that hail and snow and wind? Oh my gosh, this is nasty out here. I got that goat inside right in time. Holy cow. So here's my little operation. Hey, Hodgepodge Homestead John, thanks for the freezer. I'm able to put my table up here for a little height. This table's nice, but man, this table sits pretty low. But that's how we're gonna get started. I don't know, I just brought some bowls out. Probably have one bowl that specifically to grind up some meat, maybe to make with some chili, some cubed, maybe a trash. There's not gonna be much trash, although I think I want to trim most of the fat off because I believe that gives it a gamier taste, if I've read correctly. All right, now I have only ever fully processed 4 animals, 2 deer, and 2 sheep. We were not impressed with the sheep meat at all. They were older sheep. I keep hearing how fantastic goat is. I've already posted on Facebook and Instagram, and a couple people commented that goat is the best by far of any meat. There's been a couple comments about how goat is too gamey for them. So to each their own. But yeah, this is the part that I kind of like. I'm not good at it, but it fascinates me how, like, you know, that whole front shoulder just kind of comes out. This blade right here just easily cuts out, and as you can see, I got skills to work on. But it just easily cuts out, and that just always amazes me. But anyways, let's get going on this thing. All right, things are going pretty good. I'm taking my time. I'm going pretty slow. stuff that's going to be cubed, stuff that's going to be ground, kind of a waste pile. As you can see, I need to work on some trimming stuff a little. But, so I get the back straps out and get a little more off this that I can. Jenny is inside. They're home now. So Jenny's inside getting vegetables and stuff cut up for the Ball Book's beef stew with vegetable recipes. That recipe makes about 14 pints. We're currently at about, I think, 7 pounds of meat I have set aside for cubing. It still needs a little trimming up. And we're at about 5 pounds for ground, and it still needs some trimming up too. But we're getting there and working on it. And pretty soon we'll have canners going, and man, it'll be awesome. All right, we're gonna get to canning here in a minute. Jenny's working on cutting everything up, like I said, but she's all the veggies and everything. But she's also bringing the cans out here to get them start getting them sterilized and stuff. So we got a propane. Oh well, we'll get that figured out. There we go. All right. So I just I still got the hind quarters to do. I haven't even got to the hind quarters yet, but I brought this meat into cube. Here's the back straps. We're gonna throw some of those in some cast iron here real quick, I think. There's Grace, grossed out doing homework by, it's just red meat, darling. Here, take a bite. Do you wanna take a bite? Okay, Andrew? All right, Andrew actually helped cut up the pig that we had here last weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thanks. Andrew just wiped off the lens for me. So you guys are peeling potatoes for the beef stew, or I mean goat stew?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Mom, how's it going? Is this all the carrots and all the celery?
I moved the top.
And some strawberry jam, or not strawberry, but raspberry, blackberry, cranberry jam I made last night. Are you sad? What's the matter, babe?
Onions are brutal.
Are those John's onions?
They
No,
are.
these are store onions.
They are brutal.
They're beautiful?
They're brutal.
Brutal?
They made me cry.
Oh my gosh, it's so bad.
Let's take a look at this. How you doing? Guess what I did last night? I also cut up jalapenos and put them on my snack last night, and then I rubbed my eye.
Oh no.
That's how I came to bed last night. I was like crying. Why, why I was watering like crazy.
I heard you sniffling, but I didn't really think. I just figured you were sniffling.
I don't remember sniffling,
must have been like reaction.
Yeah. Great job. You guys are doing a great job helping. Thanks. Just to show you, pretty much just have the hind quarters there and some cleanup. It's going good. It's actually, I hate to say I find this enjoyable, but I mean, I do. I find it, I guess, interesting as the muscle groups fall apart and all that good stuff. So, but I'm going to go get this stuff cubed so I can help out so they get the stew going and we can start getting start getting the pressure canner going. Here's another problem we're going to run into, which is kind of a good problem. The pantry is pretty full. Obviously, we got some extra stuff right in here we can clear out if we need to, but pretty full.
9.
Eat this one. How's the potato?
And I take away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that would be 1. 2.
5 pounds of goat meat cubed. We still got a lot more, and there's Grace. Andrew and Faith got potatoes done. We got corn, celery, onion, garlic. Carrots, celery, onion, garlic ready to go in. We're going to brown the meat. This is for the stew. We're going to brown the meat in the cast iron there. So we're just following the Ball Book recipe on this, and it's getting late. I think it's going to be a late night for me.
Probably.
Because we haven't even started grinding and chili and stuff yet.
No.
And I want it done today.
I have the garlic minced.
And I still have the hind quarters. You have the what done?
The garlic minced for the chili. That's
Oh.
all I have ready
Well,
for
yeah,
it.
but that's a big one. That's time consuming.
It is.
All right. This has become quite the project. I haven't videoed in a while, but are you exhausted?
I am exhausted.
I'm getting there too. But we have one pressure canner going with 20 pints of beef stew with vegetable recipe from Ball Book. That's really goat stew. All right. Jenny is working on getting the chili. You just ground the meat while we were going to ground?
Yep, ground all the meat. There was 7.5 pounds ground.
Awesome. I'm about to figure out how much I have in cubed meat that we're going to can. And that will put most of this goat into cans. We still have some backstrap in the fridge, which I think I'm going to try to fry up a little slice of backstrap tonight and see what that, what's that?
Sample.
A little sample, see what that tastes like tonight. But we're going to have canners going
Forever.
probably till midnight, 1 o'clock, somewhere in there.
Obviously.
Hopefully I'm not. You'll know when you hear the boom.
Yeah. Great.
So that's 20 pints of goat stew. I'm measuring out how many quarts. Going to follow the ball book. Going to measure out how many quarts. This is also for the chili. Going to measure out how many quarts to brown up in this cast iron. And you browned the stew meat in the cast iron as well.
I did, yeah.
It looks like we're going to have more cubed meat here than I thought. So I may even see what we have for maybe even a different recipe. Or we'll just cube it all and be done with it. All right. It's getting really late at night now, but we just got this canner going. It's already really hot, so it shouldn't take long to get going. But in here, we've got 10 chilies and 10 chopped meat. Both of those recipes in Ball Book's latest edition. Same with that beef stew recipe that's going in there that is just about to come out of the canner. So, yeah. Other than this, we've got about 2.5 pounds of. Ooh, that's getting kind of warm. 2.5 pounds of ground beef or ground goat left over. I'm gonna try and make a summer sausage out of that. Along with some pork, and then the back straps. I still have the back straps. Haven't done anything with those yet. I'm gonna grill one of those up while this is cooking. Actually, I'm gonna put it in a cast iron skillet and see how it goes. But we're doing it. There it is, folks. The first batch is out of the canner. Goat stew. I cannot wait to tear into one of these. They look good. Whew. All right, it's getting late. As I'm waiting for that other canner to finish, I'm gonna fry up one of these back straps. I'm ready to try some goat. I'm gonna just cut off, I don't know, inch piece, something like that. I'm gonna fry it in the cast iron. I think I'll use some of our homegrown lard. Or butter. Oh, I love butter. Ooh, I love butter. But I tell you what, I'll use some of our homegrown lard. All right, let's try some goat. Got it done about the way I like. Or, well, I've never had goat before, but I have it done the way I like beef. This is really good. I'm very surprised. I have no game taste. I mean, this is good. My only complaint might be that it seems a little tough. This is awesome. It's been a long day. Got a canner finishing up, and this is awesome. But I am totally happy with the flavor. No, what you might think goat flavor. No wild game flavor. I mean, you really wouldn't know that you're not eating beef. I don't know. This is fantastic. All right, here it is the next day. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, we gotta get all this on the shelf. Awesome. Gotta get them all labeled. So we've got chili, just some cubed meat, which we could use that for various things. There's the chili and the beef stew. We could have really stretched this stew probably to maybe even 5 more pints, but 20 pints of stew, 10 cubed, and 10 chili. Awesome. All right, got the stuff taken out here to the pantry. We got the cubed meat here. We have the chili right here. And the beef stew is going right here, but this shelf is making me a little weirded out. So I'm going to add some supports in here. I probably might even do a video on it. I'm just going to add a couple of simple 2x4 supports up here just for some added measure, and then I'll be putting those up there. All right, I got to say, sense of accomplishment or whatever, however you want to word it. I think all of it went really well. And so far from what I've had, I'm happy with the final product. And I'm really happy with this full pantry. Tons and tons and tons of canned meats. It's a good thing. All right, thanks guys. Have a good one.